Hey everyone, happy Friday. Today we're going to move on with our lives a little bit. Set 1.5 format's almost over, we've got a few weeks left, so we're going to go ahead and talk about some Set 4 deck profiles. Now I'm not going to go super in depth. I'm going to give you a deck of every color that's viable in the format. We're going to talk about some of the newer cards that make it really important, and talk about just how good it is against what the meta is anticipated to be. What changes could be made, what ratios can be adjusted. These are all things that'll take time, that'll take playtesting, practice, a meta shaping to know what's actually required. So these are all just rough drafts at the moment. I've done a little bit of playtesting with each, but it's time to just talk about the decks, give you guys a working base, a foundation, and I think that's very important. At least you guys know what you need and ideas for decks. That makes sense, right? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on the smashed potatoes if you enjoy this Digimon content. We're going to get right into it, and the first deck we're going to talk about today is Yellow Wargreymon. It is the anticipated top-tier deck, best deck of the format, with this guy as its boss monster. When attacking once per turn, add top card of security to your hand to unsuspend the Digimon, and have one of your opponent's Digimon lose 6,000 DP for the turn. So it can attack twice, and it can potentially delete something in the process. Pretty good. When you combo it with the Angelomon from set 1.5 with the Inheritable, you get to play level 3 from your hand when you do that. And this Bushiagumon has Rush, or in other card games, Haste, where it can attack the turn it's played. So basically, you attack with the Wargreymon, you use Angelomon to play a Bushi, use the effect, restand it, attack, use the Angelomon, play another Bushi, and then you swing with your Agumons. That's 4 damage, and that's pretty insane. So that's the main combo of the deck, and there's other cards that go new cards with it. Chaosmon Valderarm is the level 7 that Yellow really needed. When Digivolving, you do minus 7,000 twice. So if your Wargreymon survives the turn, you can follow up with a Chaosmon and delete more things. And when it's deleted, it gains 3 memory, so it helps you recover, which is very good. Next is Wargreymon, probably like one of the best level 5 yellows in the game. Its main Digiburst 2 is giving one of the opponent's Digimon minus 4,000 DP. Now this can kill things, but this in combination with Slash Andromon is 12,000 DP, which kills most megas. So very important number to hit. Binding Ray is a new card we're getting. It's trash the top card of security stack, gain 2 memory for 0. Pretty dangerous card. We're not going to play 4 of it because it does not have security effect. And you're not only going to resolve this a certain amount of times in the game, but 2 memory, very good. And the last main card here, new card, is Pulsemon. It's the promo that's insane for Yellow. It has 2 on-play effects depending on your security. If you have 3 or more security, you draw a card on play. If you have 3 or less security on play, gain a memory. And if you have 3 security exactly, you get both effects. And you can potentially play it for free with your Angelomon Inheritable. Kind of insane. So some of the ratios real quick. One Lucemon here. It is a level 3, but you can't evolve onto it. You can only play it for either 13, you can play it for 5 if you have enough cards in your trash, or you can play it for free with Angelomon. Because it's so conditional, we're only playing the 1 copy of it, but when you play it, you heal 1, which is good. I'm going a little bit aggressive on the healing part of the deck, so I'm playing 4 Salamon. I don't know if this will stick or not, it's just in testing, but I see a lot of security burning happening, and I gotta make sure I can recover it somehow, which is why I want 4 of these. We're doing 4 Upamon because I like drawing cards, and you'll be at 3 security or under for most of the game. And the rest of your stuff is just, ratios. New 1 cost blocker for Evolve is really good. We're playing Sirenmon because we want a 5-drop level 5. That's kind of helpful. The 3 Chaosmons and the 3 TKs because it's good to have in Yellow. And that's your lightning round for Yellow. This is the anticipated best tier 1 deck of the format, and you guys need to be aware of it, need to know how to fight against it. The next deck I want to cover is an oldie but goodie, Blue Imperial Dramon. Basically the same with minor enhancements from set 1.5. Deck is still fine. The cards I want to mention real quick are Straymon. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add a Digimon with Hybrid in this form, which includes itself, which is cool, I guess, and or a blue Tamer card, and the rest of the cards go to the bottom. So, the main hybrid, the main new choice here, is Lobomon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your blue Tamers, as the Tamer is a level 3 Digimon. So what happens is you play Davis at some point during the game, and then when you're going for a kill turn, as long as Davis has been in play for at least one turn, which it probably has, you evolve your Davis into the Lobomon, and you swing with it. And you can potentially just get extra sneaky damage that way, which is good. We're also playing 4 of this little new guy, Tobiumon. It's a 3 cost to play, which is the main reason why I'm trying it out as a 4 of. You're noticing here, we're playing 14 level 3s and 14 level 4s, but like Tobumon here can play itself as a rookie basically, and I'm quite okay with that. So this ratio is actually working out in testing fine. Our babies are still 4 Demi V and 1 Upa because we want to attack with our jamming. Still got jamming Vmon, still got 4 Paildramon, 4 Dino B, playing 4 your boss Imperial Ultramag mode, and we're just playing 2 Omnimons because we can. And that's really Blue Imperial Ultramon. Not much has changed except for a little more aggression thanks to Lobomon, a little more consistency thanks to Stravamon, and this little guy is cool. Now unfortunately, Red Omnimon isn't going to be as strong as it was in set 1.5, but we do have a brand new replacement in a sense as a red deck, and it's Ancient Greymon. It's not going to be tier 1, but hear me out here. On your turn, for each Digimon card in this Digimon's Digivolution stack with Greymon in its name other than these ones, or hybrid in its form, this Digimon gains security attack +1. And on deletion, you may play level 4 lower Digimon card with hybrid in its form from your hand. Okay, so that's pretty decent. Now we have this Agunimon promo card. It's a hybrid. Yeah, so that means it counts for Ancient Greymon. Now when attacking, you can Digivolve into Ancient Greymon for 2 memory, and you swing with it. Then it's deleted at the end of the turn, which means you can play another Agunimon from your hand if you have one. And it has an inheritable where if you're a level 5 and you're evolving an Ancient Greymon, you reduce the cost by 2. So that means if you have a Tamer on the field, like, not this card, or this card, Marcus Damon, you know, you can basically have to remember to start your turn, evolve for 3, and get a big swing with your Ancient Greymon. And it's a big guy too, which is really good. Marcus Damon is the one we're playing because you gain a memory when you attack with a Greymon card. Once per turn. That could help. That's just why we're trying it out. We're also trying out Hair of Dragons as a 2 of. It's a trigger draw 2 for 3 memory, and if you have a Greymon card, you delete something with 4,000 or less, and it activates in security. It's a little funny card. It can pop something, but it's there for consistency. I really like trying it. I like it. I don't know if it'll stick forever, but it's a really fun idea. And this is a Greymon card, a level 5 Greymon card, Ryze Greymon. It has a main Digiburst 2. You play a red or yellow Tamer with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand with paying its memory cost, which is Marcus Damon. That's good. And, you know, if you have a Tamer in play when attacking Inheritable, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000. Well, it could be relevant. So what are we doing in our deck? 4 Digimon and 1 Koromon because those are just our good ratios. We're playing all Agumons just because it's a funny little meme. And I like my Agumons in my Greymon deck. I don't know. You could better optimize this, but I'm having a real lot of fun with it, with the Agumon experts adding these back. This Agumon promo 1 gives your Greymon 2,000 attack points. So Ancient Greymon gets pretty scary. This Agumon, if you Digiburst, it goes back to your hand. So if you can get this with Ryze Greymon, it goes back to your hand. It's a conditional, so we're only doing the 1 of. You know, whatever. Still playing 4 blockers, still playing 4 security +1 Greymon. 2 Groundramon is good. We're playing a whole bunch of Greymons in the level 5s. 2 Skull, 2 Metal Greymon Secret, 3 Ryze. Just swing at the Tamer for free. And 4 level 6s, nothing complicated. 4 Ancients and 4 Wargreymon to burn through those security decks. And we're playing one of each Omnimon because we can. This deck is a super rough draft. I haven't tested this one as much as others, but it seems okay. It seems fine. It's not great tier 1 or anything like that, but, you know, with the right combination of cards, you're beating the other good decks of the format. So, with this deck, which isn't even close to complete, it's a building base to work off of, that's something to keep in mind. Next is Metal Garurumon Purple. Now, I really like Purple. I didn't think I would. I played Purple a lot in set 1. This set 1.5, it was just bad, so I didn't. But, you know, Metal Garurumon makes me want to play Purple again, and it's going to be really good. Potentially tier 1. Deck has a very high ceiling, very explosive, very combo and skill intensive. So what are we doing with this deck? Got Metal Garurumon promo here. Digiburst 2, you can do it twice per turn if it goes from the breeding area, which is good. use a purple option with memory cost of 7 or less in your hand without paying the memory cost. Really good. Our main option here is Nailbone. We're playing 4 of this card. Its main is you can play a purple level 3 Digimon card and a purple level 4 Digimon card from your trash for free. On plays don't activate, doesn't really matter. You're getting things for free. If you reveal in security, it summons a 4 or lower. So that's kind of cool. So, you know, if you can get a Metal Greymon off and 2 Nailbones, that's a big board. Now, we have other support cards. This comes in the purple structure deck, Drakmon. On play, return 1 purple option card with memory cost of 1 or 7 from your trash to your hand. I'm playing 4 of it because I really like Trump Sword and I really like Nailbone. So, yes, we are playing 4 of it. We're playing Anubismon. Anubismon is a really fun card. It's its own build-around deck, but it kind of works in Metal Greymon. It's a when Digivolving, play level 3 Digimon from your trash for free. That's cool, sure. And if it's a Drakmon, you get the effect, so that's nice. But it's this ability which is really good. Your turn, when you play a Digimon from your trash, that Digimon gains Rush for the turn. So the ideal combo is you have this on the field already, you bring this up, you Nailbone twice, and you can attack with whatever you bring back. What can you bring back? Well, Imperials can suicide themselves to draw. Gazimon, Memory Lock is good. Retaliation, you can bring this back. Rush Retaliation, kill something. Really, really fun. You can also just bring back Blocker if you want to. Bring back Goblimon if you want to evolve on top of it. So you got lots of options. And then, you know, high ceiling, lots of plays. Got nothing to say about it. Our eggs, 4 Demimera, because draw 1, discard 1's really good. And Xiaomon, when you have 10 or more cards in the trash against Retaliation. Happens, it's cool. And do I have anything else to mention? Not really. We're playing 4 Myotismon because it's level 2 to evolve, and we're playing 4 Lady Devimon because its evolve is draw 2, discard 2, and it's inheritable as once per turn. When you use an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. You're going to play option cards because of this. So that's kind of good. If you can get Lady Devimon underneath the Metal Greymon, you know, that's what she said. And to round it out, 2 Millenniumons, because this turns into a vanilla once you're done with it. Playing 2 Trump Swords. We're playing a Hell's Gate, which is a 6 cost. Doesn't go with the theme, but it does destroy anything level 6 or higher. And 4 Nailbone. Also playing 2 Matashita, just to recycle, make a memory 3. I really like this tamer. That's Purple Metal Greymon for you. You know, I like this deck a lot. I'll be playing it a lot. I think it has the potential to compete with a Tier 1. So, that's excellent. Now, this is what I wanted to share for a green deck. I was going to do OTK green, but I decided that I wanted to share something a little more customized, something that I've been putting a little bit of time into that I think has a really high ceiling as well. And it's actually kind of working quite well, which is really cool, and this is nowhere near its final form. The cards to go over in this deck that are new, that are important, besides Chaosmon, which we already did, the same one from the yellow, we're playing Nidogmon. It's a win Digivolve Digiverse 4. Suspend all your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. Then, place all your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. Trash all the Digivolution cards in those Digimon. That's a really powerful ability. It costs 5. It's probably going to end your turn unless you get off your 1 hidden potential discovered. Or there's something else in this deck too that makes it possible, which we'll talk about in a second. But first, Needle Spray. We're playing this over Flower Cannon and giving it a try. It's same as Flower Cannon main, suspend one opponent's Digimon. The security effect is a little different. You activate this card's main effect, then add it to your hand. So this can suspend a blocker, I guess, which is kind of cool, but it only suspends one other thing, but you get the choice to recycle it. We're trying it over Flower Cannon just because I want to be able to pinpoint suspend things that I want to suspend with the Dogmon to return. That's kind of where we're going with this. So we're trying it out. I don't know if I like this more than Flower Cannon in this particular deck, but one disadvantage is if you Flower Cannon a whole board, you got nothing to suspend with Sarismon. So that's something to keep in mind. Our eggs are playing 4 Argomon. This Argomon gives the inheritability when this Digimon becomes unsuspended. During the unsuspend phase, you gain a memory. If you can get 2 of these on board, and you have Mimi, you get 5 memory. You can knit your Dogmon and continue your turn. I can't say that card's name. I don't know why. But anyway, you see my point. And I've pulled this off. And if you do this, you win the game. Yeah, that's it. That's really all I gotta say about that. Now, we're playing 14 of the level 3s. 2 Terramon, Conmemorant, and is good. And we're playing 4 of this new Tentomon. that says, reveal top card of your deck. If it's a green Digimon, add to your hand, or it goes to the bottom. Most of the deck is green Digimon, so usually it's fine. For level 4s, because we're going 4 Ceresmon, we're going 4 Argomon Digisorption. We're doing 2 Vegemon because it's cheap to play, plays around Ultras, stuff like that. Plays around Nidogmon, actually, because Nidogmon here, don't forget, it says suspend with 5,000 DP or less. So it's really good in the mirror match, which is why I want to play 2. Playing 2 Gargomon because it has you get 1,000 for every suspended your opponent has, which is good. And we're playing 4 Kabuterimon that cost 1 to evolve. It's a blocker, new card, great card. 1 Argomon because we gotta. 2 Cherrymon because I really like Cherrymon. I like this card a lot. 2 Rapidmon, which is the same as this. And 4 Blossommon because it's a download target. And that's the deck. It takes time to set up. It's slow. So you can get out aggroed by yellow. Which is kind of why I want to play Flower Cannons. Because Flower Cannon shuts down a whole yellow turn. I'm very close to putting Flower Cannons back in this deck. Just so you guys know. But this deck is powerful. It has a really high ceiling. And it has the potential to do great things. With that, we're going to move on to the final deck of this video. Alright guys, it's big black blocker time. And these big black blocks are thick. Let me tell you. They get pretty fucking massive. So, what are we doing here? Craniumon is still your main ace from set 1.5. It's the blocker that makes your things unable to be destroyed. That's good. What are the new cards we're focusing on? Well, Final Zubagon Punch. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I looked at this card. I wasn't convinced to play it until Hoang Zero mentioned it to me in a Discord PM. And I thought about it, and I'm like, I can make this work. I had nothing else to work off of. It's a good idea, so I thought I'd build around it. A big black blocker deck with Zubagon Punch. What this card does is, it's a main, one of your Digimon gets 3,000 DP till end of turn, opponent's next turn. Then, if that Digimon has 16,000 DP or more, it gets Blocker, Reboot, and Security 1. If you reveal it in Security, add it to your hand. Okay, but most black Digimon don't have 13,000 DP. How do you get that? Well, let me tell you. Goemon comes out in set 4 here. All turns, all your black Digimon get 1,000 DP, and it's 4 cost to play, a little more than a rookie, really good card. So, we play 4 of this, obviously. We play a couple Gogmamon. Gogmamon. I don't know how to say that. It's got a Digiburst 1, where one of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. That solves your Zubagon Punch problem by putting it on a Craniumon. But also, it's inheritable, all turns gets 1,000 DP. Which is kind of cool, I gotta say. Then we get this little baby in the black structure deck, Kapurimon, that says, your turn, while you have blocker, gets plus 1,000 DP. Makes you even bigger. And bigger is always better, right? But you want it to be as big as possible. And we're playing 4 of the promo Sun of Ryzemon. I don't know how to say that name either. But your turn, all your black Digimon 13,000 DP or more gain piercing, and it's inheritable, security +1. Same thing. So, what are our ratios looking like in this fantastic deck, you might ask? Well, we're playing 4 of the Kapurimon, we're playing 1 Sunamon to get the plus 2,000 buff if we have something with the same name on the field, which we might. 4 Little Blocker, 4 Toy Agumon for Reboot, 4 Chumon for Memory Denial. We're playing 4 of the promo Caramon to get plus 1,000 during the opponent's turn. Really relevant against Yellow. And Nidogmon. So you're going to find that we're playing a bunch of these cards in the deck. The 4 Sun and Ryzemon as mentioned. Now for level 4s, we're doing the 4 Goemon. Dark Tyrannomon is a new blocker we're getting. It costs 1 to evolve. It's really good. We're also playing Gardramon because it's thick. And we're playing 4 Clockmon. Gets plus 1,000 DP during the opponent's turn. Another one of those cards. Okay. For level 5s, we're doing 4 Andromon, 4 Gyromon, which is plus 1,000 during your opponent's turn, and 2 of the Gogmamon. So if you're watching this, Future Mario is telling you, play 4 Gogmamon, and just play 2 of this. Okay? It's not letting me switch it. I don't know why. So, there you go. Play 4 of this, play 2 of this. I'm dumb. Don't worry about it. Our level 6s are really simple. 4 Craniumon and 2 Wargreymon from the original set 1, because it has blocker and reboot already, which is kind of good. And then 2 Millenniumons just to go on our level 6s, 2 Zubagon Punch for the punch, and 2 Black Tie give you plus 1,000. So this deck focuses on getting the Zubagon Punch combo off, but also makes your black blockers really fucking big. Like, have you seen a big black block before? Those things are scary. You don't even know how they exist. Like, They came from another freaking universe or something. It's absolutely insane. Like, jeez. I don't know. Anyway, so you guys get really big. Chaosmon won't be able to just kill your Craniumon if you have a good setup going on, right? And that's really freaking good. So that's kind of the idea behind the deck. And there you have it. That's it for this video. 6 decks that we just lightning rounded that you can use to get yourself ready for set 4. These are building blocks. These are not final versions. These are rough drafts for the most part. But I think these decks have potential, and I'm going to definitely be expanding on all of these. I know that when I'm going into the format here, I'm going to come back to this video, and when I cover these 6 decks again in the future, I'm going to see how they change and just how good I was able to make them, which is kind of cool. Learning curve, personal growth, stuff like that. Let me know what you think about these decks in the comments. Are you thinking about building something completely different for yourself? Do you have any suggestions for anything here? I'm open to suggestions. Like, I'm a scrub. I'm a noob. With that, we'll see you guys later. Take care.